Hey YouTube, it's your girl Abby, and welcome back to another video. And so today we are going to be doing kind of like a plan with me, but much more school wise. So I do online schooling also. We all know with COVID-19, everything has switched to an online situation, and so it is the same case for me. And so I just wanted to go ahead and do a prep with me or plan with me on how I, start my week, planning my assignments ahead of time, so that way I stay sane throughout the week, knowing what's due and whatnot. So usually, let's see, it is about 12 or 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Well, technically it's Monday, but usually I like to have this done Sunday night after I'm done with all my assignments, so that way I can start fresh on Monday. I have my, calendar set up and I already know what needs to be done. And so it may be different for you, but with my school, the way my assignments are due is on Sundays. So every Sundays by 11:55 p.m. or 11:59 p.m., everything is due. So I don't have assignments due throughout the week or anything like that, with the exception of discussion boards, where some professors may want you to get it done by a certain day of the week. But other than that, all my assignments are due on Sundays, latest 11:59 p.m. And so usually what I will do, I am currently logged in to my school's website, and I have all my classes. So I am taking 4 classes. I have principles of fraud and forensics, in accounting. I have international business. I have macroeconomics, and then I have public finance and budgeting. So I'm doing those 4 classes usually. So I have a little table with me down there that I have some stuff on, because this is kind of like my work area. It has turned into my work area since I'm working from home. But what I will do is I have the class schedules already printed ahead of time when we first started. So along with the syllabus, so I printed the class schedules out, and what I do is I go through each class schedule on paper and I reference it back within the online portal. Sometimes some professors will leave announcements early enough, on Sundays. That way, if anything changed on paper, I can always view it on the website also. And so this was for last week, and so we're just going to rip it apart. I'll keep it here just so I can reference. And if you are watching this, how it is for me within my schools, it is that things are broken down within modules. A module can be a week or it can be 3 weeks. And so it varies. So for example, this was one module, and this module started from September 8th to September 27th, whereas another class, it may be a week. But the modules are broken down within the week and assignments and things like that. So for this week, and so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and write down the name of each class, and then I'm going to go through the paperwork that shows me which modules we are in, what week we are in, what assignments are due, how many discussion boards I have to post to, and then I will reference to each class on the portal also, just to make sure what I have is correct. And then I will be back with you guys. I already went ahead. I find this um, way of doing it like a checklist easier for me, because I can kind of just check and cross things off as I go. Whereas on my calendar, I don't necessarily want to do that. And so this is completed. So this is all the assignments that I have to do this week. All these on this to-do list needs to be completed. And so once I do that, okay. So once I do that, I have my actual school calendar here with me. And so I'll keep this to the side. And so although I do have the checklist, I report them to my calendar where I assign them a date. And so looking at the calendar, I know when I want things to be done by. So like I was saying before, everything is due on Sundays. But I personally, for example, want my discussions to be done by Monday. So Mondays, I really just crunch and make sure all 4 classes initial posts are done. And then I'll go back in on Wednesday and I'll go ahead and reply to, some post. And so this is what I'm going to be doing for now. I'm just going to be, let me remove my mouse. And so for now, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be assigning each of the assignments a date. This is my little mouse I got from Amazon. It is noiseless. And so since I'm shutting everything off for the night, it's almost time for me to go to bed and get some rest so I can get back up in the morning again and do it all over again. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go based on this. Like I said, for example, Mondays, discussions. And so there's not much to write except for, getting the discussions done. Okay, you guys, and so we are done. Okay, so it may look like a mess to you, but it makes sense to me, and that's how I remember things. And so everything is still somewhat color coordinated. So for example, this class on my notepad, it is in blue. Also in the planner, I highlighted it blue. So it's easy for me to go ahead and correspond things. So I pretty much just reported whatever that's on here onto my calendar. Like I said, I always want to make sure my discussion posts are due on Mondays for me. Not necessarily for the class, but I want to make sure they're done on Mondays. So I assign them a date on Monday. And then here I have to start my written assignment that is actually due that Sunday. But I want to brain dump or at least have a rough draft created. And then here, which is Wednesday, that is when I actually want to reply to the discussion boards within the class, because then that gives everyone time, or most people time, to actually reply or actually make an initial post. So I usually do those on Wednesdays. And then for Thursday, I need a rough draft. Everything for that paper that is due on Sunday, on Thursday needs to be completed. So from Thursday through Friday, from Friday through Sunday, all I'll be doing is pretty much rereading it, editing it, making sure everything looks fine and things like that. And then I also have reply to another discussion board. And then on Friday, I have some quizzes that I need to take. I usually do these on Friday. And then Saturdays, I don't schedule anything. Neither Saturdays nor Sundays, I don't schedule anything. I usually try to push everything throughout the week so that way I can have like Sundays to myself. Like today was Sunday, I was able to go out to dinner with family and things like that. So I like to push myself to finish everything throughout the week. That way I have some days during the weekend to myself to do things. So this week is not really a busy week because I have like one paper due, but there are weeks where I have a discussion board, post for each class. I have to reply, and then I would have like 2 papers due at the same time. So this week is definitely an easier one, so that's why you don't see as much. And then one of the classes, it is a group project, and I already did my part, so it is on someone else at this point to complete their part. So yes, and so this is it, guys. This is kind of like what I do. I hope you found it helpful. And just to give you a quick recap, is that I go through my class schedule on paper and write them down on a notepad right here. And then I reference to the class, within the portal, the school's portal, making sure everything is still the same within the due date. Sometimes professors may change the dates after they post it in the beginning of the semester. So it's always good to check back. So once I have it written down on my notepad, I come to my calendar and I assign them a date so that I can stick to, the date. And when I wake up in the morning, then I know exactly what I need to be doing for that particular day. And so this is usually the time where I will be, doing planning for my personal life too. And on my personal planner, I'll just, write down school so I know to refer to school and things like that. But that is it, you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish planning, but mainly for personal life and things like that, so I can go to sleep. If you can see my timer, it is 12:36 a.m. So I need to go ahead and go get some sleep, so I can start again tomorrow. So thank you guys again for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, and if this is contents that you are interested into. So once again, thank you for watching, and you guys have a good one. Until next time, bye.